Back on day 51, the modern Norwegian team are 180 miles south of the pole on their way home. They're finding their depots, travelling light, and are 411 miles ahead of the British. Rune is enjoying the experience of travelling as Amundsen did.
The equipment have been perfect. Amundsen's way of traveling and thinking, we have tried that, and has been a good experience, and it works. The old style is still working, no problem.
After 7 weeks on the ice cap, Rune is in philosophical mood.
This is a mental life. You're living inside yourself. You learn quite a lot about yourself, and also you often find out what is important in life. You just have to be humble and patient. You're just a really small piece out here, and you have to behave because Mother Nature is the law.
On their 57th day, the modern Norwegian team is given an object lesson in the unpredictability of the polar environment. 500 miles ahead of the British and almost back to the start, they're caught in a pittorak, a fierce storm indigenous to the Greenland ice cap.
We're getting low on fuel and dog food. It's snowing a lot. Not too windy though, but the visibility is not very good. But hopefully it will clear up in a short time. Do really hope that, so we can move on to the next depot and further south.
But Rune's wish is not granted.
Skulle da bekymring ta meg fangen, at de hviler i min faders hånd.
It's been bad weather for 4 days. We assume that when we have really bad weather here, our families back home has really nice weather. So that's what we have to pay for their good weather. So in some ways it's okay.
Listening to Inga singing for 4 days seems rather a high price to pay. But eventually the weather breaks. The clouds lift enough for the team to make a run for their depot. They have just 1 day's food left. But first, they have to dig out their sledges. Four days of high winds have buried more than just sledges.
Our good old tracks that we have been following almost all the way from the South Pole is covered up now.
It is ready. Always ready. More than ready.
What we have to do now is to just stick to the bearings we have from our journey north.
After 2 hours digging, they're ready to go. But the clouds have come back down. Apart from the bearings, finding the depot will be really down to Inga, skiing out front.
It's not much to see. I can see white and shades of gray. But we'll find the depot in about 16 kilometers. I have the bearing and I have the compass here, so I'll take it up now and then and check the bearing. It's a good bearing. It's very tiring. You try to find other things to think about, but as soon as you get another thought in your head, you're off 30 degrees.
We were now in the neighborhood of our depot and would have liked clear weather to find out where it lay. But instead of clearing as we hoped, it grew thicker and thicker. The bearings which had been taken to guide us in this heavy mist gave no result whatsoever. There was no depot to be seen.
It's not a very good chance to find the snow current, so we'll see what happens. cannot see very far.
I cannot see anything through the binoculars.
After 2 hours of searching, Inga finally spots it.
Wow. That was more luck than skill. I spotted the cairn out on the left-hand side, and since the first time I saw it, it disappeared 4 or 5 times.
When you look at the snow cone right now, it's unbelievable that we could find it in the middle of the ice cap. Right now it's really snowing, so we lucked out.
The Norwegians and their dogs now have food and fuel to get them home.
Food!
The modern Norwegian team have reached their finishing point. Their expedition is over. It's time to return to civilization. When Amundsen finally reached Norway in July 1912, he was hailed as a national hero. But today, things are different. There are no more poles to discover, and expeditions are seen more as personal rather than national quests.
I would like to bring things with me back home from this journey. The mental state you're able to actually be in out here, having so much time to think about the life and the values you choose. And I hope I can bring some of those things I've been going through back home and actually manage to adopt those changes in my life.
It's going to be not so easy to come back to the civilization, because during this expedition we are cut off from the rest of the world. No phone calls, so we have been very isolated. When we come home, that's going to be a big challenge to get back to normal life. Nice and green.
Last time it was colorful here.
Yeah, lots of colors.
Thank you.